What's up everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make gum gak haul. I just left the gym and I'm feeling like pretty terrible because I have a sinus infection going on. But that being said, I'm willing to make this video because I love making this dish so much. This is something that I constantly post on my Instagram like 4 to 5 times a week because I'm making it every single day, really. And you know, I grew up on this dish. My mom, my dad, my grandma, they all have made me this dish and I've never had a bad gum gak haul. So that being said, you know, everyone's always asking me how I make it, and today I'm going to be showing you just that. So let's get to work. Alright you guys, so before we start, I just want to let you guys know that you can use any fish. Me personally, I like the salmon and the catfish. And my go-to is the catfish because it's a little fattier to me. And the very first thing you want to do is you want to put the fish into a water, vinegar, and salt solution so that you can get that fishy smell away from the fish. So I'm going to do just that right now. So while we let the fish set in the water, we're gonna go ahead and start preparing all the vegetables like the garlic, the shallots, and even the green onion. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and heat up some oil. I like to put the garlic and the shallots onto the oil like in the very beginning so that the flavor can get incorporated into the oil. Key here is to like not burn the garlic. You just want it to cook long enough for that flavor to get incorporated into the oil. Because like after this, I'm going to turn off my heat and I'm going to start preparing the fish. You want to kind of work at it until all of these shallots kind of break apart. Okay, so now that we have prepared the garlic and the shallots, we're going to go ahead and dump the water out and get the fish onto the pan. Okay, so before we put the fish onto the pan, what we're gonna go ahead and do is crack some black ground pepper onto our pan. And at this point, your pan is, the heat's off, so you don't wanna burn your garlic or anything. This part here, this is where we're gonna go ahead and like make the marinade for the fish. For the nuc mam, or the fish sauce, I use, I guess this says Viet Hung. I don't know. I can't really read that well. And what I do is I just cover the fish enough. Like I don't like drown this dish in fish sauce. It's just like a lot of sodium. But you do just enough to cover the top. And that's all the fish sauce I'll use. More ground pepper. Alright, so this next part here is like the most important part in my opinion. This is where we give the gak haol the coloring. And to do that, you have to caramelize sugar. And this part here, if you don't pay attention to your sugar, it can burn and it can mess up your entire dish. So if you want that nice sweet type of thick consistency sauce, pay very close attention to this next part. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this on to medium heat. Usually I would measure this and give myself like maybe 28 grams of sugar, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna eyeball it. And while you're waiting for this to heat up and caramelize, go ahead and get yourself like a tablespoon of water, because you're gonna need the water to make the sauce. Or actually, get yourself like a shot cup of water. At this point, you want to go ahead and just turn off the heat and then throw your and there you have it. If you want, you can go ahead and like keep the fire on so that enough of the water kind of evaporates out. You get a more thick kind of syrup. That's good enough. Now that you have your coloring, you want to go ahead and cover as much of the fish as possible. Notice that it's already that dark color that you typically see on gakao. And at this point too, like your fish should have been marinating for like 15 minutes by now. That was like just enough. And then before you like turn the heat on, you want to go ahead and sprinkle like the tiniest bit of sugar on the top, because all of that sauce is going to go towards the bottom of the pan anyway. And you want to make sure like you still hit that sweet component of the gakao. See, that wasn't too much. And then now we're going to go ahead and turn the heat up to high and let it come up to a boil before you turn the heat back down to let it simmer. Alright, so at this point you want to go ahead and turn the heat down to, like, I want to say like between low and medium. So what is that? Medium low? Yeah. And then you want to cover it and let it cook. Alright, so at this point you're going to go ahead and cook your rice. For me, I like to eat it with white rice. But if you guys don't know how to cook rice, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to do just that. In a separate pot, go ahead and put my rice here. Okay, cool. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but wash your rice, bro. And wash it with like cold water. Like wash, rinse, wash, rinse, wash, rinse. You wanna wash it until the water is like running clear. So that's the first rinse, right? You don't want to mush your rice either. Like, don't do this. Just do that. Get free skincare. All right, you guys. So at this point, I know a lot of people like they put like a 1:1 ratio of rice to water. For me, I think I've cooked this enough to know where that level of water is. And I know like some other people, they have like rice cookers, like the Tiger rice cookers, so they use like their little pinky rule, but because I have like a not as cool rice cooker, I just kind of know where to stop my water line. Yep, that's it. That's perfect. And literally for me, it's as easy as like putting pot of rice in there, closing it, Like this is like a pressure cooker. Oops, closing it. Make sure it's airtight, you know, no exhaust. Turning it on. And check this out, guys. This is the part where it separates us from the animals. There's a button that says white rice. I'm gonna press that. And then you just leave it. That's it. Boom, you're done. Let it pressure cook. You're done. Back to the fish. Now, here's the pro tip. As you can see, there's a lot of water that has started to like condense right here. When you move the lid, like move it away from the fish immediately so that the water doesn't go back into the sauce. You want it to be super thick. Boom. Alright. From here, we're gonna go ahead and flip over the fish. Wow, it smells so good. Ooh. In the meantime, I'm also gonna go ahead and crack a little bit more ground black pepper on. And also get some of like this liquid sauce and put it on top so that it continues to seep into the fish. Alright, go ahead and put the lid back on. Okay, so now at this point, you can make this dish even spicier if you want to. So far I have nothing but ground pepper anyway. You can add Thai chili, you can add whatever kind of chilies that you have. I think most Vietnamese people use Thai chili, and I use about 3 to 4. I cut up 3 and then I leave 1 whole. And I just kind of like let that kind of cook with the lid on so that the sauce can get really spicy. Alright. Lower the heat down just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna be pretty lazy about this and just use a scissor, but that's kind of how I go about it. I don't like get it onto the fish because I want it to be in the sauce mostly. Make sure you don't touch the seeds, bruh. Jesus. Yeah, matter of fact, man, we're not skimping. We're gonna put all the seeds in there. That's 1, and then over here. I used to think my mom and dad were so crazy for eating Thai chilies like this, but now I understand. Makes this dish way better. And then just a little bit more. And then on the last one, I'll kind of leave it whole. Boom. That's it. Before you leave it for the last time, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the green onion on top. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. If you guys notice, I haven't mentioned any cooking times. Typically, I would like to cook the fish for 8 to 9 minutes on each side on low heat so that the fish can kind of fall off the bone. But I typically turn off the heat the minute the rice is done. And some folks, they'll eat, you know, the rice and pour the sauce on top of it and all that. I like to put my rice on the pan, like, you know, and mix all that sauce in because I don't like to waste that sauce. It's extremely savory and sweet. It's delicious. Okay, so the rice is done cooking. This part right here is the scariest part. The rice is done. Time for the final step. Wow. If y'all could just smell this right now, bruh. Yep, you can see that skin is like super translucent. That's like what you want. That's when you know that the fish is gonna be super soft when you bite into it. So we're pretty much done, bro. This is it. That's all it takes. I just like to mix my sauce into the rice. That's it. All right, you guys. So there you have it. Coconut juice, forgot. All right, so the moment we've all been waiting for. All right, this piece looks like the best. Oh my God, guts right in. Wow. Do I want this entire piece? Nope. Oh my God, it cuts like butter. Mmm. All right. Oh my God, get some of these onions. Dude, it's savory. It's sweet. There's onions. There's garlic. It's spicy. Like, Jesus, let's get this. Oh my gosh. It's like so good after a long day. It's gonna get my sinuses running. This rice is so good, man. All right, so there you guys have it. That is my recipe. That is my way of cooking this dish. I know other people have different ways of making gakal, but I honestly think this is the best way to make gakal. You don't have to buy too many ingredients. You don't have to use that coconut soda that people like to use, or whatever it is. So yeah, if you guys like that, please leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what else you guys would like for me to cook. I cook a lot of stuff, so if you guys have any ideas, please leave a comment. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Bye bye.